Hello, what's your name?
My name is Miss Lewis.
I'm gonna ask you some few questions, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, where are you from?
I'm from Thomaston, Connecticut. It's a small town in the state of Connecticut.
That's nice. Where did you go to college?
I went to Ursinus College, which is a small liberal arts college in Collegeville, Pennsylvania.
That's cool. Why did you become a teacher?
When I was in school, I always loved helping my friends out with homework and explaining things to them, and I found that I really enjoyed it. And so I wanted to be able to help my students to better understand math and the world that they live in, and to maybe inspire them to be math teachers someday as well, or at least a teacher, because my teachers helped me so much.
That's really nice. What classes do you teach?
I currently teach Algebra 1, Intermediate Algebra, and one section of 9th grade Geometry.
Interesting. Why do you choose to teach those subjects?
I chose math because when I was very little, I remember having a very strong connection with recognizing patterns and looking at numbers and finding numbers in everything. And I've always enjoyed learning math and learning new skills in math and problem-solving skills as well. What else? Oh, and when I was in school, as I said before, I helped out my friends, and a lot of them needed help with math, and I found that it was really fun to explain mathematical concepts to them, and it made me really happy to see them understand math when I would explain it to them.
What is your favorite part of Lewisburg Area High School?
I love all the people here. The staff is wonderful. They're so supportive and helpful. And I love all the students as well. They've been so nice lately in the first couple of weeks that I've known them. And I'm really enjoying getting to know everybody.
That's really cool, and how you can say that about them.
Everyone's really great here.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the color green?
Oh, the color green is my second favorite color. My first one is purple. Second favorite color is green. It's a great one. I love light shades, dark shades. Mm-hmm. It's great.
Me too.
Reminds me of nature.
That's really cool. What has been your favorite song lately?
This is a tough one. I have so many songs. One that I've been really excited about lately is called The Dumb Song by AJR. It's a very, very silly title, silly song, but it's very catchy.
Sounds interesting. If you could send one thing to space, what would that be?
This is also a tricky one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly had trouble thinking about this one before, too. Maybe I would send, like, a plant. I'd be interested to see how a plant would survive, like, up in zero gravity.
Yeah.
With no sunlight. Well, I guess there is a little bit of light, but yeah.
There's not really, like, oxygen for it to, like, breathe and stuff.
Yeah, see how it does up there in those conditions.
Yeah. Did you ever get detention as a kid? If so, why?
I believe I did one time when I was in 7th grade. We were in specific groups in class to do like a bullying prevention lesson that the whole school had to do, and my class was just really not into it, and we were talking way too much, going out of control, and our teacher got fed up with us and had us stay after school for detention that day as punishment. And I believe that's the only time when we just didn't want to pay attention to the bullying prevention lesson, which in hindsight was not a good way for us to act at all.
Yeah. Were you involved in any activities in high school? If so, what were they?
Yes, I was on the cross-country team, I was a cheerleader, I was on the track and field team, I was part of drama club, I was my class treasurer for 1 year of school. I helped with tutoring. I was part of this club called Future Teachers, so even back then I knew I wanted to be a teacher. And I was in NHS as well. I also took band and choir, which are sometimes outside of school activities.
That's really nice. What were you involved in during college?
In college, I was in many of the similar things. I did cheer. I was involved heavily with theater. I was part of a club, and it was my job on campus to work in the theater. And I was also in my school's band and choir there as well.
Do you think you are going to remain a teacher or move to administration?
For now, I'm going to remain a teacher. It's my first year teaching. I want to get a little bit more experience with this position and see how much I can grow in it. And if I come to a point where I feel like I've done all I can as a teacher, I might consider moving to administration. But in the near future, all I can see is me being a teacher.
All right. Well, I'm thankful for you responding to the questions that I had to ask you, and some of them were very, very cool and very nice. And just thank you.
Yeah, thank you for choosing me to interview.
You're welcome.